during the time, becoming an undeniable historical record of the magnitude of the potential of a land which calls themselves Malang. In this land, the forerunner of the development of the state government was born, and this has colored the history of Indonesia. This is the kingdom of Gajayana, Kanjuruhan, and Singasari, a state government whose powers include Malang, and became the forerunner to the establishment of the kingdom of Majapahit, Pajang, Demak, and Mataram as kingdoms that become one of the center of the customs value of the national and governmental administration in Indonesia. Since becoming an independent government on April 1st, 1914, the city of Malang, in its long journey of national struggle, also became one of the alternatives for being the capital of the country by President Sukarno. President Sukarno had given a great attention to Malang city, in which one of its proofs is the establishment of the Independence Monument, which was inaugurated on May 20, 1953. This historical evidence puts the city of Malang become a very strategic region within the dimension of territorial development in East Java, as well as nationally, and no wonder it has always been a fascination for anyone who wants to visit this place. The area of Malang city is 110.6 square kilometers with a population of almost 1 million. This city has reflected itself as a city of education, city of tourism, and industrial city, which continues to grow with a very high level of dynamics. The rapid mobility of the government's development program of Malang City has made the city's community have the opportunity to be extensively engaged in economic activities. This high concentration of economic growth is expected to equalize the economy, namely the increasing of the autonomy of small and medium-sized enterprises.
Berbasis sebagai kota jasa, kota perdagangan, kota industri, kota pariwisata, dan tentunya kota pendidikan, kota Malang Bumi Arema sangatlah menjanjikan serta siap menjadikan dirinya sebagai lumbung generasi-generasi kreatif dalam berbagai sektor industri kreatif yang meliputi industri animasi, industri desain web, industri kria, dan tentunya industri fashion, industri kuliner, industri sinematografi, industri musik, serta jasa ekonomi kreatif lainnya. Dengan visi Kota Malang bermartabat, Kota Malang juga menempatkan diri sebagai kota yang layak huni, kota asri nan indah, kota yang berwawasan lingkungan serta religius. Jayalah Kota Malang, makmurlah warganya. Salam satu jiwa.
Malang City is divided into 5 sub-districts, which is covering Kedung Kandang, Sukun, Klojen, Blimbing, and Lowakwaru. Those 5 zones have worked hand in hand to reinforce each other into one inseparable chain. Malang City Center has become the center of economic growth in the city of Malang. In this zone, the government offices, shopping centers, and the tour of history tracing will be found to be combined with the beauty of the Garden City Park that has been touched more beautifully through the synergy of the government with private and national banks. East Malang, or Eastern Region of Malang, is one area that is highly prospective for an investment. The only area of the city of Malang which has a height counter has given a unique attraction for being able to see Malang city landscape from a distance, as well as providing its own exotic power. There is also bypass roads which continue to grow and be developed and become one of the region link for the development of toll road, which will connect the city of Surabaya, Pasuruan, Malang City, Malang District, and encourage the flowing more smoothly toward the development of surrounding regions. The eastern region of Malang is highly prospective for the growth of the property sector, commercial services, travel and office center, as well as new office center. Malang government has also established the integrated office as the one-stop center. The existence of Ken Alok Sports Center, Hamid Rusdi bus station, and also the establishment of hospitals are the reflection of the strong commitment to make eastern region of Malang become one of the satellite cities with the infrastructure that supports it. Northern region of Malang is an entrance of the Northern Territories, which is regarded as a lost flow of Surabaya, Pasuruan, Probolinggo, and regional areas in its Java region existing in the northern coastal area. In the northern part of Malang, there are traces of rural history of Singasari, the site in the village of Polowijan Kendedes, who is also the inception of Malangan mask dance. Rotten handicrafts will greet the visitors in the early entrance of the city of Malang. Tourism water park, as well as the existence of the autonomous city housing area, Blimbing Market, Arjosari bus station, and access to the airport Abdullah Mansaleh explain that the infrastructure of the northern regional of Malang become one of the important pillars for the development of the city of Malang in the future. The diversity of the products featured in this region also has huge potential. It is noted that there are rotten soybean chips, culinary processed products, beets, and others. West District of Malang can be called a place of research and science because almost all of the universities in the city of Malang are put in the western region of Malang. This area also provides links to the town of Batu, Kediri City, and Jombang, and no exaggeration when boarding services as well as the culinary and hospitality thrives in the western city of Malang. Western Circle Line, which will accelerate movement of services and trade from the east, north, south to get to the Batu City area, make this area highly prospective for investments in property, commercial services, and other travel supporting services. The presence of universities and other similar educational institutions also make the region of the West, as the granular velocity of money is very large and dynamic. Creative industries are born in these universities in this region. South or Southern Regional Malang is becoming a gateway city of Malang from the south, other from Malang District, Malang City, Blitar, and Tulung Agung districts and counties. Manufacturing or industrial areas are also abundant in the southern region of Malang. Malang Waste Bank Center, which has been brought up to the level of achievement of processing waste in international level, is also located in this region. Though it seems paradoxical, it becomes an interesting harmony that besides being one of the industrial area in the south region of Malang, the agricultural land is still scattered and produces significant harvest products. The breadth of struggle, which is covered by the development of the spirit of togetherness and unity, has been coloring the effort of life of the people in Malang City. It is also strengthened by the religious values of dignity in the dynamics of social life. The close relationship and cooperation among the regional leadership forum has been the key of conduciveness of Malang in continuing the city development, as well as stimulating consideration of the investors to get into the city of Malang. Because of this sense of comfort too, it makes both private businesses and state banking and Mayor Anton always work hand in hand by accepting the mayor's invitation to put forward a model of development through a program of corporate social responsibility. This collaboration can be clearly seen from the existence of a city park, which has been transformed into a more beautiful and multi-purpose usefulness after being developed through CSR program. Now the residents of Malang City, who have called their city as Bumi Arema, had admitted that their city is also more familiar with those places are called the Garden of Smart, Freshly Healthy Park, and other park models which are constantly being developed. The residents of the city of Malang are increasingly spoiled with public service facilities such as the presence of Malang City tour buses and school buses. CSR program has now entered the social dimension activities. Those activities are such as house renovation charity program, household donations to underprivileged or assistance to orphans, the sudden or spontaneous visit to the society by the Mayor of Malang is carried out in every 2 weeks in every village in Malang. The spirit to make changes in the frame of creativity and innovative thinking gave birth to a master plan of Malang City for 25 until 30 years into the future. Malang City is in the galloping of optimism.